everyone, it's Keith from Amps Publishing, and today I'm going to walk through Wishloop. Now, Wishloop is really one platform for all of your lead gen campaigns. Okay, so as you see here, there's 4 separate pieces of software included in this literally this enterprise platform. Okay, now these are all different ways for you to basically capture leads. All right, now there should be at the top right corner a card where you can click on to see. It'll take you to a playlist where you'll be able to access all 4 of the videos. I walk through each of them separately. Today I'm going to concentrate more on just capture for this particular video. Now, again, like it says here, it's going to create goal-focused marketing pages in just minutes. Okay, so you can promote special offers, capture email leads, register webinar attendees, and more. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump right in and kind of show you what this does. All right, so we're going to go over here and we're going to create a new capture. Now, as you'll see, you'll have there's 95 different designs to choose from in a couple different categories here. Now, there's a templates club, which is a pro version feature. So you can grab that that one-time offer and go ahead and sign up for that, and you'll get new templates every month, basically. Okay. Now, for one low price, you can basically get all 4 of these applications. Okay, so it's one big enterprise suite for every type of lead gen page that you would need. All right. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick one of these particular ones here, and we'll go with this. Okay, so it's going to load up in the builder. Now, you're going to notice here that there's this is for all of your styling options, okay? And over here, you're going to find all components. Now, what you can do is, so what this is going to do, I'm going to just preview this for you real quick so you can see let's see what this looks like here. Okay, so what we have is it's basically a full page with an opt-in area embedded on it, okay? So you can change out background images. For instance, if I go ahead and get back into the edit mode here, you'll see that this loads up the style. So right now I have an image selected. You can do colors. You can actually have a video for this background rather than this brick wall image that I have in here, or upload your own as well, okay? Now, there's different variations because you can actually split test these as well. So you can name those. You can put header scripts, footer scripts. You can actually put in a pop-up trigger as well if you weren't actually grabbing information here or grabbing the user's information such as email and name. You could then just add an exit pop trigger if you wanted to. Okay, so basically what we can do is we'll walk through some of these components. Now, as I click around on this builder, these are all just different components, and each of them has their own parameters and settings that you can control, okay, depending on what you've chosen. For now, what I'm going to do is just kind of walk through this area here and show you what this builder offers. So we have a bunch of different components. There's text, there's headlines, lists, paragraphs, icons, media. You could put a video in here, and really all you do is simply drag these things onto the canvas and really position it wherever you'd like, okay? So for this particular one, you could go into the settings here, and there's your video URL, so you can load that video into this particular area, okay, or to this particular element. Now, what we also have is SoundCloud audio. You have a video embed code. Forms, there's built-in opt-in forms that you can choose from. You can have custom opt-in forms. There's social buttons. So you can have a social button row, a Twitter follow, whichever social media outlets you use. You can certainly drag those on there. And they all have their own settings, of course. There's buttons, okay, so there's generic buttons. There's a click to call, which would launch a phone call with certain applications like Twilio or Skype. Click to send email. There's PayPal buy buttons, donate buttons. You have marketing. There's an Amazon widget that you can actually pull on here. And through its parameters, you can actually choose. Well, you put your Amazon associate ID, so if you're an Amazon affiliate, you can put that in there, choose different categories to display, or do it by keyword. You can also animate any of these elements that you want. All the elements I'm showing you over here, you can apply animations to, as well as different arrangements, sizes, positions, styles, and so forth, okay? So for now, I'll remove that. Now we also have ebook, computer screen quizzes, Shopify widgets, Teespring countdowns, Teespring shirts. You can actually put a URL of a Teespring site in here, and it'll pull in, the shirt image. Okay, if you're a Teespring user. Now we have geolocation. You can actually populate the visitor city name, the country flag, country name, and zip code just by simply dragging this here. And depending on who's viewing it, will automatically populate this field with the city. So you might want to put this, up on top. It's hey, Raleigh or wherever your city is from. Our new launches app, our new app is launching soon, and so forth. So it will automatically populate that based on where they're viewing this from. Okay. Now, there's steps, okay? So there's multiple step opt-ins for these as well. And you'll see those steps right here, and you'll see I can toggle between them. So that's step 1. I can go ahead, and you see there's some animation on that. Go ahead and edit that, and then here's the second step, okay? So after I push my View Details button, it's taking me here. Now, I could have 3, 4, 5. I can have as many of these as I want to as these steps, and just create as many as needed, basically, okay? Or you could just have a single one. You don't have to have steps, all right? Now, there's different previews as well. You're going to see this is the desktop. This is mobile. So this is basically your tablet. Now, with the tablet, you can actually change out how you want this to look specifically for mobile. So if I didn't want the headline, I could remove that, or I could reposition it underneath the paragraph. I can do whatever I want to do if I want it to have a little bit different look and feel on mobile versus desktop, okay? And the same thing goes for the mobile phone. It also has the mobile builder with that as well. Let's go back into edit here. Now, what you can also do is save these as templates. So when you create these pages and these opt-ins, you can save them as templates so you can reuse them later. If you kind of custom design something and you just want to do small tweaks to it at a later time, save it as a template and then go ahead and just reuse it and replace what you need to replace. Okay, so it's a very simple interface, a simple builder to use, lots of different settings and so forth. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this. Okay, and we'll close out. And what it's going to do is take us basically to the second step, the variations area. Okay, so basically what you can do is you can create different variations, as I've said, for split testing, right? So I could click new variation, pick a completely different design, or the same design, and maybe just tweak some text or imagery or whatever I want to do to see which one is converting better. After I do that, I'm obviously going to want to then just remove one of the variations and just use the one that converts the best. Now we have some tracking down here as well as impressions, conversions, conversion rate, and a nice little chart. Now, what you can do with these is there's a couple of different ways to grab this, because this is a full page, okay? It's not just a opt-in pop, which is, that's the Engage platform does that. It's not a full page opt-in pop either. The full page are the ones that basically kind of come down from the top or the bottom, and it fills the entire page with the opt-in at a certain time, or when a user triggers a certain event. That's what Amplify does, okay? So what these are just full pages for you to look at. Now, what I'm going to do is actually show you what we just created here. Now, there's different ways to publish this, okay? You can do a custom domain, okay? So if you just want to use Wishloop as the host for this page, well, this is the URL that you need to send people to, and that's kind of ugly, right? So you can actually set up a CNaming so that you could set up maybe a subdomain. So it would be like newapp.mydomain.com. Okay, so you can set that. It gives you directions exactly how to do it. It's very simple. It's a couple changes within your DNS settings, and you're good to go. Now, the other way you can do it is simply downloading the HTML page. All right, so it'll just basically give you all the HTML. You can take that HTML and push it to wherever you'd like. That's probably the simplest way to do it. The other way is integrations, okay? And that's basically through WordPress. They have a WordPress plugin that allows you to basically import those pages, okay? So it's a very lightweight plugin. Simply you just hit import. It'll import any new pages you've created, and you'll have it in WordPress, okay? At that point, you can then assign whatever URL you want to it, and there it is, and you're good to go, all right? So for now, let's just take a look at this, and I'm going to download this HTML page and pop it up here. Okay, so there it is. You'll see it has the countdown. Everything is here. I'm going to hit View Details. There is my name and my email and the subscribe button. Okay, so whatever you've set up, that's what it's going to show. Maybe a nice video background would be kind of cool with something like this as well. So very simple to make, those kind of simple one-page, kind of offers or opt-ins or announcements per se. So that is basically how the capture application within Wishloop works. Okay, now, What you can also do is, I believe there's social tags here, so you can set tags for different SEO tags and Facebook tags, basically, for your title, description, your keywords. So you have some SEO, settings here as well. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the sales page link down in the description. You can go ahead and click that and go over to the sales page and learn a little bit more about what all these applications can offer. So go ahead and click that link, and thanks for joining me.